What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check this out. I think we can all agree that 2023 has been the year of the bomb. I mean, the year of the box office bomb. There have been so many box office bombs this year alone, more than I can remember in a long time. And not just small bombs where it's like, oh, they didn't make their money back, but they kind of got close. No, I'm talking about mega bombs, nuclear bombs, just gigantic, enormous flops. It's just hilarious when you sit back and look at it, especially coming out of the House of Mouse. Disney's the main culprit for most of these bombs, whether you're talking about, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, or you're talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, or you're talking about the Marvels that just dropped and Wish. And that's the ones that's really got this article kicked off right here. You can see on CNN Business, Hollywood box office sales slumped in November. Yeah, they were calling it, what do they call it here? Yeah, they called it SLOW-VEMBER, say the industry analysts, as several of the season's most anticipated movies drew underwhelming box office sales last month. And yeah, they're talking about the Marvels and they're talking about Wish, because again, those are two heavy hitters that didn't hit. They didn't even get up to bat in some cases, man. It's like, damn, did they even show up in the theaters? Jeez, man. And these are the ones that these movie theaters really count on. Hey, man, we know that these Disney movies, they're going to bring a lot of boys to the yard. Hey, put up all the signage, really promote it. Yeah, we got Wish right here. We're going to put it on all of these different screens. Nobody showed up. Empty theaters. The same thing with the Marvels, man. Shoot, man, Disney already saying, hey, man, we're done talking about the Marvels. We're done reporting on the Marvels. Don't ask us anymore about those numbers. All right. I've already did that story. I'll link that above if you didn't see that. But yeah, they checked out. And that's one of the big problems right now because, see, here's the thing. When these studios are struggling, we giggle and laugh and, yeah, that's hilarious. And it is. All right. But at the same time, there's another side that's struggling, and that's the movie theaters. The movie theaters are especially in trouble. Yeah, and this is an article from earlier this year on Business Insider. 130 Regal, Eastgate, and other movie theaters could close in the U.S. See the list of those already shuttering. And yeah, they had a nice long list down here. Where is that? Yeah, look at all these lists. 47 theaters. The bankruptcy court has allowed Cineworld to close. So you got all of these theaters that closed up shop, And I mean, that's not going to be all right? We're going to see more and more theaters closing because these clowns can't put a good movie in theater to entice audiences to come out to the joint. And that's the problem, man. Audiences have checked out more and more every year when it comes to going to the movies. And a lot of it has to do with, obviously the ticket prices are going up. But a lot of it has to do with the kind of content that's in theaters. You're not inviting us to go and watch good movies now, Hollywood. So it's like, shit, why am I coming to this crap? I'm gonna stay home and watch something on Netflix or whatever. I'm not gonna waste my time or my money going to the theaters to see this trash. Now look at this chart. I want y'all to check this out. All right, so this chart is on the numbers. You can see it represents the annual ticket sales. You got two lines going right here. You got a blue line that represents tickets sold, and then you got the red line, which is the box office. This goes from 95 to 2023. I want you guys to notice something. Notice how, after it hit its peak, for tickets sold, you see a steady decline. Every year it's going down a little bit more, maybe spikes here and there, but for the most part, it's just been a steady decline. Down, 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 down we go. All right. So the peak was 1.5 billion. And then over the course of about the next 20 years, it lost another 300 million people. But look where it's at right now. I mean, 868 million tickets. And I know that 2023 isn't quite over yet, but I mean, think about that. We're at 800 million compared to 1.5 billion. That's about half. That's about half the tickets that were sold back in 2002. That's what they're getting now in 2023. And that's straight up. Nobody wants to go to the theaters. Nobody wants to watch the trash that's out there. And you notice that the box office number, that keeps climbing up, up, up we go with the box office with the dollars. But the tickets sold are dropping. And yeah, that can be explained obviously through this. This is the average ticket cost. And you can see if you go back to 2002, yeah, tickets were about $5. Wasn't paying nothing at all. Now it's at $10. And, that's the average price because they're, factoring in dollar Tuesdays, discount Tuesdays, things like that. So that gets factored into it. So yeah, $10. I don't think I can't remember the last time I paid $10 for a movie ticket. But yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. And yeah, I think this is a big time crisis right now for these movie theaters when yeah, we're getting this box office, but pretty soon this number is going to start dropping, because it's down definitely from where it was in 2018 and 2019. Even after the pandemic, it started to come back. But I mean, what's coming in 2024 that's going to take this to the next level? Is anybody checking for movies anymore? Yeah, and this person put this comment on one of my videos, medium star reading by Mary. With food prices so high, who has extra money for movies? My holiday groceries this year was $240, and that wasn't even me buying all the food we were going to eat. Like, she was like, man, I couldn't even get all the food I was going to eat for the family for $240. And I was like, yeah, man, inflation is killing everybody's pocketbooks, so no one has time for mid-tier movies. We ain't coming for this shit anymore, okay? I can't afford to go to the movies and watch some bullshit. I need a real good movie to get me out of the house. You know, that's why Barbie and Oppenheimer and Super Mario Brothers, man, those had to be godsends to the theaters. What would they be? Where would they be right now without those three films coming out? Yeah, it would be a SLOW-VEMBER, a slow May, a slow all of it, you know? They wouldn't have made any money all year long if they had missed out on those three films, because those three films are the only films that really captured the imagination of people where they flocked to it. And then, you know, like Spider-Verse and Guardians also did very well for themselves. You know, so yeah, the theaters ain't sneezing at that. But, you know, again, they're used to a billion. We need these billion-dollar joints to come out here and just fill up the theaters. Sell all the popcorn and everything. Yeah, you can just have more theaters just closing up shop. Domestic theaters grossed about $553.6 million this November, a 12% decline from last year. And I want y'all to remember, last year, folks, was closer to the pandemic than this year. So you can't use the pandemic as an excuse. It's just garbage movies in November. Nobody went to check for them. And that's still more than $400 million short of the pre-pandemic levels, according to data research from ComScore. Between 2009 and 2019, Novembers were a reliably lucrative month and could be counted on to rake in nearly $1 billion, owing to, in part, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah, that was back in the day when, you know, things wasn't as woke, all right? But as a famous man once said, everything woke turns to shit, you know, and it's turning the box office to shit. It's turning these studios to shit. Yeah, I wonder who that guy was. You know, guys might check for him next year in November. This year's holiday corridor, measured from Wednesday to before Thanksgiving to the Sunday after, grossed $173 million according to ComScore. That's about $50 million more than last year, but still lagging behind the roughly $270 million average typical before 2020. This is the issue, man. Is that these films that, you know, come out during Thanksgiving, and we talked about it, the holiday movies that come out, hey, man, everybody wants to take the family. Everybody wants to bring the family to the theaters. This is your opportunity to really make a splash, to bring all of the kids, to bring, you know, your cousins and your nieces and your nephews, grandma, grandpa. Everybody's coming to the theaters, and we're going to do this as a family. That used to be the plan. Now the kids is coming up saying, hey, Pops, can we go check out the latest Disney movie? And Pops is like, nah, no, we ain't seeing that. No chance. No chance. I don't trust Disney anymore. I no longer trust this company. Not only do I not trust them to make just a decent movie, but I don't know what they're going to shove into this thing. They over there using a pander stone. They're going to put a chick in it and make her lame and gay. Whatever. I mean, again, you guys get what I'm saying. Nobody trusts this company when it comes to family entertainment. And the holidays is all about family time, which makes you wonder now, because Wish is doing trash and the Marvels, they just pretty much are done with it. They don't even want to update the box office totals anymore. They're not even talking about it. So now you start to wonder, okay, what's the rest of the holiday season looking like? All right, so I'm going to use this Box Office Pro forecast chart just to kind of see what's coming up. So this is what's coming up this weekend, all right? We got The Boy and the Heron. How many of y'all are going to check out The Boy and the Heron? Not many of you, all right? Eileen, I don't think so. Poor Things, I don't even know what this is. Nope. This is coming up 2 weeks from now. American Fiction, I'll probably actually go and check that out. That looks like that might be actually pretty funny. Concrete Utopia, I have no idea what this is. Okay, Wonka. Yeah, Wonka, that has an opportunity, you know, and they say it's going to do, and see, look, that's not even a lot of money, you know, for an opening weekend, 32 to 42 million, you know. Now, that's with, you know, all of these other movies in the way, but now that a lot of these movies are going to be getting out of the way, you know, Wish, I guarantee you, Wish is on its last legs, just like the Marvels is. So these films, which normally would have a deep run, deep into December, they're probably done. they're probably done. They're done in the eyes of the fans and the movie-going audience anyway. People aren't checking for it. So yeah, these things are probably done. But yeah, Wonka, if on the high end, they're saying $252 million. All right, so that might be, decent. Anyone but you, I don't think anybody's going to see this movie. I've seen the trailer. The trailer looks so generic. I don't think anybody's coming to check for that. Aquaman, okay, Aquaman could benefit from everybody basically just having a bad holiday season. Everybody's like, shit, man, let me go and check out Aquaman, last movie in the DCEU. It might benefit from that, real talk. The Iron Claw, I'll be interested in check out the Iron Claw. But yeah, I mean, these are just kind of small movies. Migration, I think Migration might actually do decent numbers too. That could be good. And The Color Purple, maybe. A lot of this stuff like down here is Oscar bait, Ferrari as well, with Adam Driver. These will be decent movies, but they're not going to be the heavy hitters that you need during the holidays. There's no like Star Wars that's coming out. Star Wars used to drop every December. There was a Star Wars movie for, the past few years. There's nothing like that now. There's no Avatar like there was last year, or Spider-Man No Way Home. There's none of that, okay? All of the stuff that you see right here is just generic fare. And so the holiday box office is looking bad right now. And then the article finishes up. It will now be important for the film set for the rest of the year to perform at or above expectations to take the industry into 2024 with strong momentum. Yeah, that ain't happening. We just saw that. We just ran through the list of what's left for the remainder of the year. Nah, it ain't happening, okay? They're not bringing any momentum going into 2024. And then 2024 itself is looking kind of shaky, We'll be doing like a preview of what's to come in 2024, I'm sure in the upcoming weeks. But I mean, it's just bad news right now for the movie industry. And you can thank the studios. It's not the movie theater's fault. The movie theaters are just showing what's available. Again, they're just going to have to start figuring out other ways to make money. It's like, all right, man, let's show like some old classics. Let's dust off these old prints and bring them joints out there and show that stuff. But a lot of people don't really show up for those. Those are kind of niche type of films too, and nobody's going to pay full price for that. Yeah, I'll pay $5 to go to that. I ain't paying like the $18, $19 you asking for these IMAX tickets. I'm not doing that. So yeah, it's a big problem right now when it comes to the movie industry. And again, you can thank woke Hollywood. You can thank Disney especially for the mess that these guys are in. It's absolutely crazy. Every time a theater closes, thank Disney. Because it's all on them, all right? Anyway, folks, you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.